This is Captain Davo's True Tales, Episode 8, The Burning Treasure of the Bald Eagle. There are very few things capable of causing widespread excitement at 115 Marina. A crocodile, for example, a super yacht owner discovering somebody else has been upgraded to a larger berth. And fire. Fire remains extremely popular, particularly when it occurs aboard a vessel everyone thought had disappeared somewhere off Tiaman. The Bald Eagle arrived on a Thursday. Nobody saw her arrive, which was unusual. The Bald Eagle was not a subtle vessel. She was 60 feet of weathered fiberglass and accumulated maritime decisions. She looked as though she had survived multiple owners and at least one tax investigation. At 6:30 in the morning, she was quietly tied to a guest berth. No crew, no movement, no explanation. Just there, like an unwanted relative arriving early for Christmas. The first person to notice was the harbour master. The harbour master looked at the Bald Eagle, then at the berth allocation sheet, then back at the Bald Eagle. He finished his tea, then walked directly to Craig's office.
Morning.
Morning.
Is there a problem?
Possibly.
Is it with a boat or the marina?
A bloody boat that just appeared out of the blue.
Where?
Guest berth G4.
Who's the owner?
No idea.
Craig immediately disliked the answer.
Have we contacted the owner?
Trying to find who the owner is first, mate.
And
The boat appears unwilling to cooperate.
wonderful, just wonderful.
For the next hour, the marina office attempted to identify the vessel. The vessel continued contributing nothing. At 8:15, Captain Davo arrived. Finnegan was carrying dock lines, barefoot. As always, Davo was carrying a can of possibly the best beer in the world, a Carlsberg he acquired suspiciously from Cloud 9. But this is a story for another day.
Nice morning, boys. Everything all right?
Good tide, my bro.
No crocodiles?
Yet.
You can't keep saying yet, Finnegan.
History supports my position. You always gets us in trouble, Davo.
They reached the boardwalk. Davo stopped.
No.
What no?
That boat.
Finnegan followed his gaze.
Oh, bugger.
Exactly it.
That's the Bald Eagle?
That's the Bald Eagle.
The Tiaman Bald Eagle?
The very same.
Didn't she sink?
Apparently not.
You literally saved that boat,
I did.
and now it's here.
It is Finnegan.
That feels significant.
Everything feels significant when you say it like that.
The lady in red appeared carrying coffee.
Morning, boys.
Morning.
Morning.
Why do you both look like you've seen a ghost? Don't tell me Big Johnny from Pulau Han 2 is here.
That boat.
What about it?
It shouldn't be here.
Why not?
It's a long story.
Good. I like those.
And that was before the fire. The fire started at 2:17 in the morning, according to the security footage, which was unfortunate. Because at 2:16, the cameras stopped working. Convenient. Very. The stern was blackened, the cockpit scorched. Several marina staff had experienced a very bad night. Craig had experienced the worst of it.
I would like 1 week, only 1 week off. Is that too much asking?
For what?
1 week where nobody sets fire to anything, at least.
Ambitious, very ambitious, Craig.
I don't think that's ambitious. I just want some time to myself.
You've worked here long enough.
That's fair, but still,
By 9 o'clock, the marina was full of theories. Electrical fault, battery failure, insurance fraud, a galley accident, a cigarette, spontaneous combustion. This remains popular among people who don't understand combustion. Then somebody said 2 words. Captain Magic. The atmosphere changed immediately.
Who's Captain Magic?
Oh, not again.
What?
You don't know Captain Magic?
Should I?
Probably not.
Then why are you saying it like that?
Because if Captain Magic is involved, things have already gone wrong.
Who is he?
His real name's Sanjit Ming. Best delivery skipper in Southeast Asia. Can sail anything, anywhere. In Weather Sensible People describe using insurance terminology,
Sounds useful.
he is indeed. One time, rumour has it he departed Batam on a small 6-metre sampan with only 15 litres of fuel and 2 large bintang. Then a few days later, he arrived in Kota Kinabalu on a 25-metre Riviera with full tanks and boxes of Blue Label, all by himself.
What's the problem then?
Captain Magic believes rules are more like maritime suggestions.
And people think he burned the boat.
People think a lot of things.
Across the marina, Craig heard the same rumour.
Magic. He's here.
You believe it?
Unfortunately, yes,
Why, unfortunately?
because if he's here, he's looking for the same thing we are.
The harbour master looked at him.
Careful.
Don't worry. Nobody's listening.
That's what worries me.
Meanwhile, Davo was already walking toward the bald eagle.
Where's he going?
Towards the dangerous mystery
Why?
I stopped asking years ago.
Morning, Craig. Mind if I have a look?
Technically, yes.
And practically?
Just don't fall through anything.
The bald eagle looked worse up close. The fire had been concentrated aft, which immediately bothered Davo.
That's odd.
What is?
Fires usually spread.
And this one didn't.
Not much.
What does that mean, Davo?
It means somebody was trying to reach something.
I see.
Captain Davo climbed aboard. The deck creaked. The smell of smoke lingered. The cabin was a mess. Drawers pulled open, lockers emptied, floorboards lifted.
Well, nobody was looking for cash.
How can you tell?
Because they ignored the expensive stuff.
Davo crouched beside the navigation station. Then he noticed fresh tool marks.
Finnegan,
Yeah,
get up here.
I don't like the tone of that invitation.
Just come look.
Finnegan climbed aboard.
Can you see that?
Looks like somebody attacked the furniture. Maybe those monkeys from Tiolman got in here too.
Angle grinder, plasma cutter, and a 15-centimetre drill bit.
Inside a fiberglass boat?
Apparently.
That seems unwise.
Davo followed the damage. It led to a hidden compartment. The compartment was empty.
Was there something inside?
Definitely.
What?
No idea.
That's very helpful, Davo.
Maybe it is the Jade Lion. I cannot see it anywhere.
Behind them, on the dock, the lady in red wasn't watching the boat. She was watching Craig and the harbour master. And for the first time, something felt wrong. There are men in Southeast Asia whose reputation arrives before they do. Captains, fishermen, smugglers. The sort of people who appear unexpectedly in harbours and somehow already know the gossip. Captain Magic was one of those men. Nobody agreed on exactly where he lived. Some said Penang, others said Nicobar. One man swore he'd lived aboard the same trawler on the Pandang River since 1998. Nobody knew, but everybody knew Captain Magic.
So let me understand this. The best delivery captain in Southeast Asia possibly burned a boat down,
Allegedly.
and people still hire him?
Constantly. He always delivers. Usually the boat as well.
Usually.
Let's not focus on percentages.
The lady in red remained near the pontoon rail, watching, not the wreck, the people, Craig, the harbour master, their expressions, the quiet conversations. Something about all of it felt rehearsed.
They're worried?
About the boat?
No. About something that should have been on the boat.
How do women do that?
Pay attention.
I pay attention.
No. You observe chaos. Different skill.
Inside the bald eagle, Davo continued investigating.
You said, That's never reassuring.
This wasn't searched.
Look searched.
No, this was panic.
Is there a difference?
A search is methodical. This is somebody ripping apart a boat at 3 in the morning with terrible ideas.
Captain Magic.
Could be. Could also be somebody trying very hard to be Captain Magic.
Darvo crouched beside the burned compartment. Fresh metal scoring, fiberglass burns, a lock cut open badly.
See this? It's a saw. An angle grinder inside a fiberglass boat.
Right. So whoever did this was an idiot.
A confident idiot.
Below them, something shifted loose beneath the sole.
Hold on.
Darvo reached underneath. He pulled out something blackened.
What is it?
Seems to be a receipt.
For what?
Steinlager. Steinlager pure.
What?
Mersing.
That's your clue?
No sailor throws away beer receipts, especially not imported New Zealand beer.
You're profiling somebody through lager?
Works surprisingly often.
Darvo turned the paper over.
Handwriting. Interesting. And
What now?
ask Sinbad.
Captain Sinbad of the Christopher?
The very same.
The one who sent us to Tioman?
Yeah.
For the first time, Darvo looked unsettled.
You alright, Darvo? I can get you a warm anchor beer if that helps.
Shut up, Finnegan. I'm just thinking something is not right.
About what?
Sinbad knew this boat was there. Knew something wasn't right. Knew nobody was aboard.
You're saying he knew too much?
I'm saying I don't like coincidences.
Across the marina, Craig and the harbour master stood quietly beside the fuel dock, having the sort of quiet conversation that is specifically designed to not be overheard.
Well,
Compartment's empty.
you're absolutely certain?
Completely.
Then we were too late.
By several hours at minimum.
Captain Magic?
Maybe.
Captain Sinbad?
Wouldn't surprise me.
No, Sinbad would have bragged.
Fair point.
They stood in silence, watching Darvo aboard the wreck.
You think he knows?
David? No.
How can you be sure?
Because if David had found something important, he'd already be on the phone to the Maritime Museum trying to donate it.
At precisely 11:17, Captain Magic arrived. Nobody saw where he came from. One moment, the marina was normal. The next moment, he was simply there, standing beside the coffee machine, as though he had always been there and everyone else had simply failed to notice. Weathered in the way that only genuine sea time produces, covered in tattoos, one sandal. Nobody knew where the other sandal had gone. Nobody asked.
Who burned the boat?
The harbour master blinked once.
Most people seem to think you did.
Rude. You're always bloody rude, mate.
Did you?
No, I only arrived this morning. Also, if I burn a boat, I don't stand next to it afterwards.
That's actually reasonable.
Terrible job, though. Whoever did it, absolute amateurs.
Do you think?
Look at burn pattern. The Godam garam butt in the floor. Someone cutting inside compartment. Spark catches fire. Panic. Throw water in completely wrong direction. Very embarrassing.
You've done this before, Captain Magic?
We don't need to discuss personal history.
Darvo stepped off the bald eagle.
Magic?
Davo! There he is.
You know him?
Everybody knows magic.
You still owe me $50 from Langkawi and a couple jerry cans?
That's completely impossible.
Interest very high now. Very high, my friend.
I already like him. You should pay him his money back.
Rubbish. I don't owe him any money, nor you should get acquainted to him.
I am terrible influence on basically everyone.
Captain Magic looked once, very carefully at the bald eagle, then at Darvo, then at Craig, then at the harbour master, and smiled the smile of a man who has just confirmed something he already suspected.
Ah! Everybody looking for treasure again.
Nobody answered, which of course was answer enough. There are moments in marinas when everybody simultaneously develops an intense interest in appearing completely uninterested. This was one of those moments. Captain Magic stood beside the coffee machine, holding someone else's kopi. Nobody knew whose, nobody challenged him on it. Past experience in similar situations suggested it would somehow become his, regardless of how the conversation went.
So, treasure,
Oh, yes.
an actual treasure?
Depends entirely
On what?
on how stupid people decide to become about it.
Tremendously useful. Thank you.
I do my best.
Davo folded his arms in the manner of a man who has learned patience through painful experience.
What do you actually know, Magic?
Enough. Just leave it like that, Davo.
That's not an answer.
No, but it's accurate.
Captain Magic glanced toward the bald eagle with an expression of professional assessment.
You found the compartment?
Yes,
Empty?
completely.
You already knew something was in there.
Everybody knew. Everybody? Well, everybody worth knowing.
I'm choosing not to be offended by that.
The lady in red stepped into the circle with the quiet authority of someone who has been paying attention while everyone else was performing.
Who actually owned the bald eagle?
Nobody knows. It's a mystery.
That sounds impossible.
In Southeast Asia, many things that sound impossible are simply Thursday, mostly involving paperwork.
Craig arrived, carrying coffee with the diplomatic timing of a man who wants to know what's being said.
Coffee guys?
You poisoning me?
Not today.
Good. Thursday is a terrible day for poisoning.
Is that a joke?
Mostly.
The harbour master materialized beside them in the unhurried way he had of arriving without anyone noticing the journey.
Heard anything useful?
Many things, mostly gossip. Gossip is free, as you know.
Captain Magic regarded the burned stern with the critical eye of a man who has strong opinions about the quality of other people's fires.
Terrible work. Very amateur.
You keep saying that.
Because it keeps being true. Whoever did this was in a serious hurry. Cut the compartment. Spark caught fire. Panic. Everything went wrong very fast.
You're quite specific.
You sail long enough. You see many idiots. You start to recognize their work.
Davo had been staring at the wreck with a look that suggested something had just connected inside his head. Something that didn't sit well.
Hang on.
Oh no.
With the compartment. Whoever opened it did it after Tiaman.
How do you know that?
Because when I boarded her at Tiaman, that panel was undamaged.
Meaning?
Meaning someone came aboard after the man on the Mintaka told us to leave, followed the bald eagle here, or followed us.
Captain Magic looked at Davo, properly this time.
The man of the Mintaka. You mean Captain C told you to leave it alone?
You know the Mintaka and her captain?
Everybody knows the Mintaka and Captain C. Nobody actually sees Captain C. Very annoying man.
I thought people said he was a pirate.
People say many stupid things. Captain C is not a pirate. Captain C is tired. Different profession entirely.
The lady in red had noticed Craig watching the conversation. Not casually, not politely, carefully, specifically. Like a man waiting for a particular piece of information to surface.
Interesting.
Craig became aware he was being observed and produced a polished social smile.
Interesting what?
Nothing. Just watching.
A dangerous habit?
Only if you're hiding something.
Craig laughed. It was a good laugh, very convincing.
You make me sound suspicious.
You manage that entirely on your own.
For exactly half a second, something moved behind Craig's eyes that wasn't entirely composed. Then it was gone.
More coffee.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, Captain Magic had quietly wandered aboard the Bald Eagle without asking anyone's permission, because of course he had.
Did he just...
Yes.
Can he actually do that?
Magic operates on a permission structure entirely of his own design.
30 seconds later,
Ah, found something.
What?
Nothing.
That very much sounded like something.
No. Something is when it matters. This is only interesting.
Magic climbed down, holding something blackened at the edges.
What's that magic?
Fuel receipt.
Why does everyone on this boat keep finding receipts?
Because sailors never throw away paper. Very sentimental people and extremely stingy. It's the sea air. Bottom! 3 days ago.
Someone moved her here deliberately.
Yes. Question is who?
Captain Sinbad of the Christopher.
Magic looked up slowly, with an expression that suggested this was a name he'd been expecting to hear.
Sinbad. Very clever man. Dangerously clever.
You're saying something?
No, just saying. If Sinbad sends you somewhere, wear a helmet.
That feels extremely meaningful.
It is.
The afternoon heat settled across the marina with the patience of something that has all the time in the world. Gradually, everybody drifted apart. Everybody except Craig and the harbour master, who were in the office with the door closed, having a conversation that was very specifically not for anyone else.
Well, it's gone.
Looks that way.
Magic?
No.
Sinbad?
No.
Then who?
That's exactly what worries me.
20 years.
I know.
20 years of waiting.
I know.
And now?
Now there's someone else playing the same game.
The harbour master looked out through the window, toward the bald eagle, toward Darvo, sitting on the dock in the sun.
What about him?
David? No. He's not built for carrying secrets.
No. More's the pity.
Outside, the lady in red had sat herself down beside Darvo on the Nordic, in the comfortable way of someone who has decided a conversation is happening, whether the other person is ready or not.
Something's wrong.
A boat burned. I'd say several things are wrong.
No. People.
Which people?
Craig, the harbor master. Magic.
Magic is always the wrong kind of right.
No. They're all waiting for something. All of them.
I genuinely hate it when she's right.
You think there's more to this?
I don't think it. I know it.
Darvo looked back across the marina, toward the burned wreck, toward all the unanswered questions sitting quietly in the sun.
Right, let's go get lunch.
That's your response to all of this?
You can't solve a mystery on an empty stomach.
Honestly, that's fair.
Behind them, unnoticed, Captain Magic watched the Nordic from the dock.
Poor Davo. Always accidentally in the middle of the story.
He took a long, unhurried sip of somebody else's kopi. Nobody ever did work out whose. Next time on Captain Darvo's True Tales.
Why are we in Batam?
Because Magic said there might be answers here.
No. I said maybe answers.
That is a very significant difference.
Adventure is always in the details.
Captain Darvo's True Tales, completely factual maritime adventures, is produced aboard a Nordic boat, somewhere in Southeast Asian waters. Keeping your lines clean since the 1699. Find your Nordic at uxmarine.com or your closest Nordic dealer.